Hello, welcome to Hive Mind. You're here with the speaker, and I'm here with the sharp edge. How you doing, Edge?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, as always. Look, today I'm gonna pick a random topic.
Okay.
Um, I want to talk about self-sabotage.
Ooh, okay.
Have you ever dealt with that, or do you do? Because I know I do.
All the time. Yes. You know,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm my own worst enemy.
it's hard sometimes, isn't it? And I think a lot of people deal with that. Whether
Definitely.
whether it be, eating too much, or devolving into addictions, or getting close to achieving something and then backing off.
Yes.
And I think it's fairly common for a lot of people.
Probably more so than they even realize. Like many people
Yeah,
probably don't even realize they're sabotaging themselves.
yeah. And it's so hard because there's so much potential in so many people, but you see them really just devolve into their life. I don't know if it's that they don't feel that they're worthy of achieving something good, or they're not worthy of having good things.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely a self-esteem issue. Like I battle that a lot. I'm pretty hard on myself and hold these standards that are usually not realistic.
Yeah,
And I fall short all the time. So
yeah,
that plays into my self-esteem being
yeah,
low at times.
yeah. How
But
how 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 do you get out of that spiral? Because I've known you for a while, and you've known me. Yeah, yeah. We've both done this.
right.
What's your technique to try to get out of it? Like to catch yourself?
I try to surround myself with people who are going to lift me up because I kind of depend on that when I'm not lifting myself up. And they kind of tend to steer me back into the right track. That's helpful. Ignoring a lot of the negative feedback. I've just learned, the more recognition you get or the more people are aware of you, the more negativity gets drawn towards you as well. So that was really
Yeah,
tough for me as I started to grow in what I'm doing with the movement and just getting a little bit more awareness of what I'm doing. It was tough for me at first because I wasn't used to so much negative feedback, and I just literally stopped reading comments for a long time
yeah,
because I would take it all so personally. So just drowning out as much of the negativity as possible and surrounding myself with people and things that are positive tend to get me out of that.
it's easy to so when you get those comments and these things happen, it's very easy to go, I'm going to reply to that, and you reply to that, and that keeps building up, and more replies come, and before you know it, you're in this fight,
Right.
and it affects you, I think, more than it affects the other person that you're fighting with. So
Definitely.
it's really, really good to shield yourself from that, and to really pick what you address and how you address it.
Agree 100%. I learned pretty early on about that. I would reply to every comment, positive or negative, and defend myself, but it would just basically keep perpetuating the argument. And then I realized that what a waste of time that was, because I wasn't going to change that person's mind. It was just going to ruin my day. And then I also learned that a lot of those people, that's kind of what their game is. They're not trying to win an argument with you. They're just trying to keep you in an argument
Yeah.
instead of moving forward.
It's really good comments that you can help and grow off certain people. If you don't know them, like they'll give you good criticism in a way where you can actually get into a debate and a conversation and a healthy conversation. And then there's people that just are targeting you, and it is 100% what they're doing.
Exactly.
So malicious, man.
You can tell the motives a lot of times behind it. If their intentions are just to brainstorm and have some critical thinking and toss ideas around and actually listen to your ideas, or if they're really just trying to get you in an argument and there's no getting out of it, basically. So tell me, speaker, what do you do to get out of it, out of the
Um,
negativity?
See, like when it gets a hold of me, it gets a hold of me bad. Like I really, really devolve. Like I really shut myself off, and I'll go and straight away I'll start eating unhealthy. Like I already smoke, and I'll like really jack up the cigarettes, and it's so bad at destroying a person. And before you know it, if you let it go, if you don't catch it, you can go months without realizing it, and just be like, oh my god, look at the
Right.
damage I've done to myself, physically, emotionally, mentally, just because I've let this thing trigger me. I've let this thing take me down a road that I don't love myself. That's where that self esteem issue that you were talking about comes in, right? You're like, Jesus, look at me. And then exactly the same as you, I try to surround myself with those that I really care about and that I know that cares about me. And it's important to address it if you are in a group or if you have these friends, to express how you're feeling and really tell them what's going on, because you'd be surprised how much they can help you through it, even if they don't know it.
Definitely, and especially doing what we do, I feel like it's a war zone. You know, we're we're facing so
Man,
much negativity, not
it's
just
like digital bombs get dropped on us on the daily, dude.
yeah,
It's like cyber warfare.
it is,
Yeah.
and so it's hard to stay positive if you don't have just like a solid group or a solid inspiration to kind of lean on and support you. It's really tough. You know, we're facing the negativity from, you know, the other side, the opposing side, but also negativity from within too. So it's just from all sides, asymmetric warfare.
That's a good way to put it. Asymmetric cyber warfare. There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like and it's but when you look at like some of the comments that we get, so like when your account starts getting built up, because I know you have about 30,000 followers, and I've seen sometimes hundreds of comments on like one of your posts, right? And it's like shifting through that, you're like, oh shit, and even I look at them, I'm like, that's why don't bite Edge. It's
I know.
like, see all the time.
I've pulled you back from commenting a few times because like you just wanna get in there and say something so bad sometimes. I'm like,
I
no,
have done it before. There's this one time I actually felt bad about it though when I did it. Like I just like defended you,
I
and I was
know.
just I kind of felt bad about it. I was like, yeah, you treated it with love, and I was like, well, now I feel like a dick.
Yeah, yeah. It was a noble thing to do, but yeah. So
Yeah,
just,
I was trying to have you back, dude.
I know you were. I appreciated it.
Even though I felt like shit afterwards, I was like, yeah, maybe I should have thought about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pick your battles. I do take a lot of it to heart, and I realize that I shouldn't allow that because, you know, a lot of those people aren't even who they claim to be. I think a lot of those people are just shills intended to create the negative
Yeah.
conversations. So,
And I also think a lot of them are just people that want to bring you down, like they're hurting, so they want other people to hurt.
yes.
Like they want to attract their own kind. They're like fuck. There's just some people that just want to watch the world burn, and just really want to fucking make people feel like shit. It's sad, but it's a sad reality.
Yeah, and then there's good people who are just having a bad day and
Oh yeah,
really, you know, and get buying into all the negativity and then spreading that without even realizing that's what they're doing. You know, the black pill. There's all different kinds of reasons why it happens. It's just, I'm not going to, you know, overanalyze. It's just, to me, all it does is it's designed to stop me in my tracks from moving forward and from
yeah.
being uplifted. So
I think with us, like it's good that we've got the mentality to see these things and we're identifying it so we can battle it. When like see where I think it really affects people is younger people,
yes,
younger people on social media, man. Like That has to suck, and that's going to get into their brains real quick. Like they're not mature enough, they
Yeah.
haven't learned enough, so like that shit will get chucked around to them, and that like, can cause some really bad depression issues, especially for young people with no self-esteem. You know.
I can personally speak on that of people close to me who are going through that. Young people, it is a huge problem. The souls that are just so gentle and so sensitive is really tough.
Especially when you're at such a young age, kids can be cruel. Man. Kids can be so cruel.
They can.
It's like they're still learning. Their brains are still developing, but it's also like in their households and shit. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it's not their fault. They project what they see at home.
Yeah.
And that projects onto other people, especially the generous and the kind people. And it's like abuse creates abuse.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah,
does.
so it's hard.
It is hard. I try to have some sympathy for what people are going through, even if, they're in some kind of negative headspace. But you just got to be careful, have a balance because whether they realize it or not, depression, sadness, negativity, it does love company. And so
Oh, it does. It does. It attracts it.
the opposite is true, if you surround yourself with people who are positive and uplifting, it continually grows in that direction as well. So I just have to be careful not to let too much of that in because I do tend to be overcritical of myself and lack the confidence that would probably be considered a healthy amount of confidence. So yeah, it's definitely a fault of mine.
I do it to myself too. I don't show it as much. When it kind of happens to me, I kind of disappear for a while, and people might know and like notice on Twitter and stuff. I'll just like be a couple of days. I won't post much and stuff. And it's just like battle with my own fucking demons. I'm so lucky to have you and Methods
Agree.
help me through those things, and it's become a lot easier since I've had you two.
There's only certain people you can talk to about, kind of the Twitter world and the Anon world, and there's only a certain amount of people that can understand that, and then to just like really kind of share what you're going through. So it's good to have some people that you trust that you can talk to about that stuff. So I'm so thankful I have you guys too, because I tend to do the same thing you do where, well, I don't fight back. I tend to withdraw too. I don't usually fight back. I go just inside myself. I shut everyone out, and I just overthink. You know that.
I know that. Yeah. Overthinking's bad, man. Overthinking on anything's bad, right? Don't push it too far because it starts consuming you.
It does. It does.
It does.
Should I have done this? Is this person mad at me? You just.
Yeah, false evidence appearing real.
That's good. Yeah, that is good. That's a good way of putting it.
So your top tips for people dealing with that: try to find a support group, people that you trust, and two, try to stay away from the negative comments. Don't engage.
Finding ways to clear your mind. I know that for me, meditation, listening to music just helps me calm myself whenever I'm kind of going through those stressful moments. That helps me a lot.
I chuck my binaural beats in my ear. Just try to like zone out for a bit.
Yep. And just get away from technology for a bit too.
Yeah, that's important. And I forget to do that sometimes because I'm so wrapped up with technology.
Me too. It's hard.
It's hard to get away.
It really is hard.
It's a part of me. It's a part of me.
When we do what we do, it's really hard to get away because there's always something happening.
All right. So for you out there listening, if you're dealing with this stuff, hopefully we helped you in some way to deal with those problems. And feel free to talk to us as well. Write us a message or anything you're dealing with, or if you need help with anything. Hey, that's why we're here.
Definitely. All right, well, I think we'll wrap it up there. So thanks for joining us. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the website and interact with us on Twitter. All the information will be on your screen and in the description below. We'll see you soon, right here on Hive Mind.
See ya.